I also I'm coming back, but I wanted to explain another word that the Lord has given to me. Uh, Nice to see you again. Anyway, so Psalm 23 is what he wants me to read first, and then Isaiah 14:12, and then I have a word from what he gave me from Isaiah 14:12. Okay, so the Lord is my shepherd; I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Those are beautiful words, aren't they? God's so good. Okay, so he wants me to read Isaiah 14:12. He gave me Isaiah 14:12. And this is what I was talking about in the last one of the in the Isaiah video that I did at the end. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? In the Bible, the nations are considered ethnos, which is like ethnicity. Ethnos in Greek means like ethnicity. So when they say you break down the nations, it doesn't necessarily mean a full nation. It may mean that here, but it doesn't necessarily mean like a country. It means like a ethnicity. So this all leads back to the Civil War video that I did 3 years ago. But it also leads to this, which is a word that the Lord had given me on 8/26/2019. So it all leads back to that number 26 that the Lord's been giving me too. So so he says here 8/26/2019, he called it the Great Purging. It is all connected to an agenda of Satan. So I'm just going to read exactly what he gave me, and I'm not going to change anything about it because this is the Lord's work, not mine. I'm just going to do what he tells me to do. Okay, so number one is part of the agenda is CERN. Number two is child sacrifice and trafficking. Number three is demons. Number four is Epstein. Number five is Little St. John. Number six is divination. Seven is devil worship and elites. 8 is divination and witchcraft. Number 9 is 5G. 10 is Ark of Baal. 11 is the control and the NWO. Then he had me write down for the NWO, he had me write down peace and safety, Trump, wars and rumors of wars. Number 12 is demons and aliens. 13 is DNA breakdown, the vaccines. 14 is metals from geoengineering. 15 is AI taking over. 16 is black goo going through electrical wires. 17 is also the black goo will be going through our bodies and nanotechnology. 17 is China tariffs fighting over the minerals. 18 is space exploration. Elites want to leave the planet, leave us here to die. Number 19 is wormwood is coming. Number 20, the Lord will allow nuclear blast. He will cause it, it says. Number 21 is Germany, France, and America are raiding coffers to pay for space exploration. Number 22 is Tesla is involved. 23 is demons and computers. Phones, electrical equipment, TVs. Number 24 is connected to satellites which China owns. Number 25 is civil war. 26 is where the dreams I saw the portals and the portals opening, and so he called this the Great Purging, and that we are on the edge of the abyss. And that's another word that I have to give that that the Lord is giving me about the abyss. Anyway, so when you see all of these things coming, there's no reason to be afraid, and that's why I can just read it off like this, like it's not a big deal, because we have a God that is greater than the devil. So what do we need to be afraid of? There's nothing to be fearful about. God is going to protect us. He's going to take care of us. Now, is he going to, will there be things that'll be allowed that we will see that, like we're seeing right now with the coronavirus, them trying to start the NWO, you know what I mean? It's just, there's going to be things that we're going to see. And we should always go back to the Word. We should always go back to Christ. We should always turn towards our salvation. As just not just as Christians, but leading other people to Christ. This should be our agenda. Our agenda on the other side should be combating all of these things. This is why he has me put these words out. Not because we should be afraid, not because you should be afraid of the person that's giving these words, and that this is the agenda. We all know it. It's not like it's any secret now. If you're half awake right now, you already know these things. So I'm actually kind of almost done with giving these warnings like this. Like, the rest of the stuff that I'm going to be giving is going to be leading people to Christ. This is our job now. We're done with yes, we know the world is messed up. Yes, we know that people need to repent and turn from their sin. Yes, this is all an issue. But the thing is, now we need to tell people, we need to bring them hope, because they're so beat down by this world now. We need to bring them hope now. This is the hope and the salvation of Jesus Christ. That's what this is about now. Okay, so I'm going to give you, to go with this word, he gave me 1 Corinthians 2:10, 2 Corinthians 3:16, and Hebrews 11:1. Because Hebrews is my favorite, I'm going to read Hebrews 11:1 to you guys, and then that's going to be it for this warning video. Also, there's something else that goes with this that I meant to tell you guys too. These are all things that will happen, and I've already spoken on CERN and the counterfeit veil being lifted. The only thing I haven't spoken on is the matrix and the portal that's coming from that, and that the war with China is over tariffs. Okay, tariffs that have to do with making these new AI. Basically, this is what they're all fighting over. Okay. That's something else the Lord gave me. But there's another thing that the Lord gave me about an atomic bomb coming. And it's funny because I had forgotten that I'd even written this down. And that's what happens. Like, the Lord gives me something and then I forget until he wants me to talk about it. And then once I talk about it, I forget about it again. Because it would be too much for me to carry all of this stuff around. You can't remember everything. Okay, so here's the atomic bomb. It says universal atomic explosion. This will be judgment. He called this fervent heat. This all has to do with the purging of this world, of all its iniquities. And we're all to blame for it. It's not like it's just those out there who are sinning. Oh, those sinners. No, it's all of us. It's me too. And listen, I'm going to tell you something right now. I was not perfect before I became a Christian. And anybody who thinks they are, it's over the top and ridiculous that you would think that about yourself, because nobody's perfect except for Jesus Christ himself. Anyway, that's it for now. God bless you all.